EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bisons of Mexico City taking on the Dragons of Tokyo.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Drake will start the drive on the ground.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Back to throw. Howell.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
And a huge play that time. 48 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. A run between the tackles with Gridiron. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Jones will try and run with it.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, here's Breida. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 3rd down, Jones.
He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll roll him out right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Howell from the gun.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
That one finds Hyatt, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Jones throwing on 1st down.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Daniel Jones as the first half is winding down.
And the Bisons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here's Pringle.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. One last shot before the break. Howell.
He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the
down the numbers. There he goes.
He's on his way.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On 1st down, Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jackson. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Muscles him off. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And Howe will throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Now Jones on first down.
Hyatt has got it.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
And plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Chase Young
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Jones.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running out of the gun here, Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Howell. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Howell. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing here, Howell.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter. Picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to throw, Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline, inside the 10.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.